Whoa. Oh, happy new year. How y'all doing? Hope y'all feeling good, because we feeling damn good, because we are back in the building for 2024. It's Yanks Talk Ball, baby. We here. Live and in color, live in the flesh, coming back to talk that football goodness. The holiday fixtures are pretty much over. We're hitting a little bit of a break, and we have decided to resurface for the year and, continue the trend of just wholesome family entertainment that everybody can enjoy from age 9 to 99. You know what I'm saying? Only the best here at Yanks Talk Ball. The squad is in the building. First and foremost, no chill, Gene. What's happening? Welcome back. How you feeling?
Feeling great, man. 2024. Some people are gonna get closer to 30 this year. Let's just leave it at that.
The age allegations is never escaping some footballers, man. Oh my goodness, I don't know, man. I'm denying that outright. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that's supposed to be.
Years old,
That's crazy. Listen, I don't know who that is. That's doxing. I was about to say, I gotta check my papers, bro. I'm younger than that. Anyways, Phil talks ball. He's back in the building. What's happening?
What's good, man? New year. Same Phil knows ball. Good to be back, man. It's been too long.
Nah, absolutely, man. A fruitful break for us all. And last but certainly not least, you know what I'm saying, the man who is leading the charge on the Yanks Talk Ball OnlyFans account, and he was trying to test it out before the stream, which is kind of crazy, but we'll be all right, though. We'll be all right. It's all right now.
Talk about being family friendly.
Huh? Who said that?
Not even 2 minutes later.
That's neither here nor there. Don't worry about that, man. Listen, Adrian's back in the building as well. What's going on, Adrian?
I don't even know what I'm supposed to say after that, man. Like this, it's been maybe what? How many? Three weeks since the last time. And this is what I come back to.
Whoa. Okay, let him move on.
Okay.
Crazy. It is good to be back.
100%. Definitely is good to be back, and we got a lot of stuff to talk through, walk through, and just get back up to speed on in terms of the footballing world. Definitely wanted to just say real quick. Of course, y'all know what time it is. Make sure you go rate this podcast 5 stars. Check out all the audio platforms. Again, audio, YouTube's, everything, socials, everything, everywhere. Yanks Talk Ball will be right there at the top of the search. Make sure you rate 5 stars. Share the podcast. Let people know we're out here. 2024. We're striving for big things, man. We are on the way. We're trying to level up and help us get through the algorithm to more listeners, to more people, and just spread the good word of Yanks Talk Ball through the world. Now we got a lot of stuff to cover. First and foremost, I do want to say
before anything.
Go ahead.
I know everyone, they missed us. 2024. Happy New Year's, everyone. I know we didn't see us, but I hope we could enjoy some fireworks together.
That's fine.
Now we could go.
That's fine. Yeah, we could definitely roll in. Oh shoot! Also, real quick, hey, rip to the legend Franz Beckenbauer. I just remember that as well. Rip to the legend. You know what I'm saying? Franz Beckenbauer again passed away at the age of 78 today. Man, again, the football in the world mourns the loss. Nothing less than a legend. You know what I'm saying? Nothing less than a legend. So condolences to the family and friends of Franz, and salute, rest in power. That's all I gotta say on that.
Best of all time in his position. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? Gonna lead it to the. That's one of them ones, man. One of them ones. 100%. But we got a little bit of catching up to do. Again, the festive pictures have concluded. It's been a few weeks again since you've seen all of us in one place, except for Chase, the Chelsea fan, which we'll get to at some point when he comes back. Every week he's gone, we're going to load up more slander for him when he gets back. So don't worry. He's going to be taken care of by the time he returns. Don't worry. But again, it's been a few weeks since we've been, convening in the same place for the pod, and our clubs are in different positions in different places than they were before. So we thought it'd be, pretty apt to basically just do a quick rundown and a summary of where we're at now, how we feeling at this midpoint in the season. So, we can jump to Man United first. I guess Gene, Man United has been in an up and down state. You know what I'm saying? A bit of roller coaster frenzy over the Christmas period.
This team was a roller coaster. It reached the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows. real quick in a very, very small period of time. I mean, we're down 2-0 at Old Trafford to one of the best teams in the league, top 2 team in the league. We somehow come back 3-2. Someone gets their miracle goal, and then boom, 2 back-to-back.
It's been that long? Oh my gosh! Bro. Waiting on a miracle to come. Yo, it's been that long, bro. Like, he hit the charts. He hit number 1 on the charts. That's crazy. Wait, really? Yes.
What charts?
I think it was like a UK. I think it was like a UK. I think it was like a UK chart, something like that. He dead ass literally. I think it was on iTunes. He literally hit. He was top charting. Bro. Insane.
Again, there's nothing.
What's a striker?
Highest of the highs, lowest of the lows. Very quick, like this, bro. That's all I don't know what else to say. I'm lost for words at this moment.
Hey, man. I understand. Damn, a lot of ebbs and flows to this game, but that's Manchester United in a nutshell over the past few weeks. And looking to Manchester City. Adrian, of course, may be a little bit more of a happy man than he was at the beginning of the season because there is a certain returning Belgian with a new hairstyle. You know what I'm saying? He's back on the pitch. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple of injured players coming back into the fray. Jeremy Doku is also back. Talk us through the past couple of weeks for Manchester City, Adrian.
It's been great. I think the last time I was on here, it was after that Crystal Palace draw. And I was fuming, but we played 5 games since then. We've won all 5. We won the Club World Cup. That was, obviously it's not, with all due respect, it's not maybe the most prestigious of competitions at the moment. But still, it was good to see the team lift the Club World Cup for the first time. Cool trophy to have. We get the gold badge on our shirt.
Not if you're in European club. Only if you're like underdogs.
Just put it out there.
I'm just making it.
But it was good to see that. And then we beat Everton. We had a bit of a scare in that game. We went down. If I remember correctly, we did go down.
Yeah, I conceded first. I think.
We came back 3. We won 3-1. Foden masterclass that game. And since then, just routine wins against Sheffield, worst team in the league, but just a routine win. Picked up the 3 points. And victory in the FA Cup against Huddersfield.
I like how ever since we talked about Foden on the podcast, saying with Adrian saying Pep is his number 1 nemesis or whatever, he's just turned into your player of the season.
Out of nowhere, he's been fit like a glove. He's in a different gear.
It's crazy because as soon as we brought that up is actually when Pep actually started using him in a central role.
He watches the pod, man. Just like
yeah.
Listen.
Yep.
Wait.
Yep.
You know how we talk about players doing well and others can't? Does he take all of Saka's powers when he's doing?
Bro,
it's the Rashford son.
Yeah. I mean, as the only.
It's the Will Smith movie Hancock, bro. He can't be in the same place with the counterpart at the same time. They gotta like go down.
Man.
Huh?
That Rashford son thing. It's like
that's crazy, but
paradox.
It has.
And I didn't even notice.
It's like
this.
Liverpool and Man United.
Facts. It hasn't been disproven.
Until somebody brought it up, I'm like, wait, that's true. Like every time, that is weird,
I mean,
man.
Literally, just the past 10 years of Liverpool and United. I mean, even last year,
even longer. Like back to the Premier League started when you guys started winning league titles. That's when Liverpool's collapse started. And then literally the only time they picked back up again was after Sir Alex and United went downhill. So it's insane. My whole lifetime has been like that. There's one season in my whole life where Liverpool United had a title race. That was 2009. That's it. In all those years, in the 31 years since the Premier League started, one season where the 2 biggest clubs had a title race.
Nah, man. One must rise, one must fall, bro.
Related. It's a funny little thing. Somewhat related to this. So sometimes on YouTube I get caught up watching these football not particularly football, but like these iceberg videos. I don't know if you know.
Okay.
They're very interesting YouTube videos. So I was watching one about world football, and there was a conspiracy theory that Steven Gerrard was a time traveler. So
who makes
the
these
biggest
videos?
Evidence,
who made this? What channel?
I forgot what channel it was. It's one of the. I mean, if you search like football,
that's how you know this guy was in a rabbit hole. Like,
bro,
you're not even looking at what channel you're clicking on. It's just next.
Nah, I don't know. I think it just came up on.
Let that algorithm roll, son. Damn.
So this evidence actually was based around. There was 2 pieces of evidence. One of them was Gerrard he missed a penalty in, well, obviously the slip was one of them. So apparently he did the slip on purpose so that Liverpool don't win the league, because he didn't. This is all based around the idea that he didn't believe Brendan Rodgers was the right man to take.
That's
So apparently the slip was done on purpose, and he also missed a penalty. I forgot the details, but he also missed a penalty on purpose, and like right before he took
with
the
Roy
penalty.
Hodgson. That's the one with Roy Hodgson.
No, it
the
was
Hodgson era.
The
one where he looked back and missed the penalty.
Yeah, okay, that was
against
Hodgson. Yeah, he
Blackburn.
also conspired to get Hodgson sacked. So,
but that Brendan Rodgers one doesn't make any sense. If he wanted to get Brendan sacked because he wasn't the right man, why did he have one of his best seasons in like 10 years? Why didn't he just sneak it up the whole time?
Instead, he made one that's completely BS.
It's so out of this world. Like the theory states that like he knew that Rodgers would get sacked after that season, and that Jurgen Klopp would come in and completely revolutionize Liverpool afterward.
Have you seen
that theory sucks?
How he also like, not on purpose, but his like horse or something like that brought like the downfall of United, or downfall now.
It's Rodgers' horse?
Yeah, because he would buy like horses. He'd do like the horse racing and stuff like that. And then like when United were, and like that's how he met the Glazer family, apparently, in one of those things. And whenever
he would like bet like the Peaky Blinders?
Not bet, he'd have a horse. Like he owned.
He raised it. He raised stable. Yeah.
So that's how he had met like the Glazer family, and how they became close, and how they got them to invest in United and stuff like that, and then eventually buy off United. Yeah,
that's tough, bro.
Crazy. Now those, if you go on those YouTube things,
somebody should have handed Sir Alex like Equus, bro. Made him scared of horses and just like sell the whole thing, bro. just make him spook by the concept.
Also, I just want to say before Dave starts going off in the comments, I do know that Gerard Houllier had a title race with Man United back in like 2001. All right, just putting that out there. We're talking about things those of us were alive to see. All right.
Nah, that's fair. It's fair. So we'll damn it. Yeah, I guess we'll go next. I've had a shitty time. I've had a shitty festive break, guys. It's been fucking terrible. Okay. Do y'all want me to go good news or bad news first? I'll make both of them breathe. But good news or bad news? Which way?
Do the bad news first.
Okay, bad news. This has been one of the most wasteful periods of time I've ever seen in as an Arsenal fan in this era, Arteta specifically, and at least over the past decade. This felt very much like old school, like, yo, we can make a bundle of chances, everything happens so whimsically, we never score, and then the team just hits on the break, we die. Injuries are still pretty consistent that are, impeding us a little bit, but even despite that, we still can't convert the simplest of chances, and it kills me. We cannot buy a goal. We cannot go to the store and purchase it with actual money. They're like, yo, we can't go to Academy Sports and go buy some extra goals to go play outside or something like that. Arsenal would get denied at the gate. They said we don't accept that, bro. We don't take those, bro. We can't buy them to save our lives. It's just been a very, very, it's been a very stupid skid. Again, we draw to Liverpool. I feel like that game was going either way. Again, defined margins, defined how that went. Again, we could talk about that game all day, but pretty much that's already past us. West Ham was, again, a good performance, but we just could not finish, and they hit us counter. I'm about to say one set piece counter, and then we're dead. And then that's pretty much it. We cannot. For the Fulham game, I don't even want to speak on that. I don't even want to speak on that fully. That game was just disgusting, bro. Just awful. And then again, you want to say this cup performance against Liverpool at home, bro. How many chances do you need to put the ball in the back of the net? It annoys me.
Sick VVD, no Salah. Oh my.
And you can't put the ball in the back of the net. And again, you can't put the ball in the back of the net with how many chances you've created. I think it was like 6 point something blah blah XG over the past several games, 31 shots over the past 3 games in the Premier League, only 1 goal to go with it. That makes no sense in my head. That makes no sense. Like I just
extra money for Havertz, bro.
Oh,
the extra 30 mil.
Oh my goodness! My play was Rice. My play was Rice. But all I'm saying is this is a very, very bad rough patch. This is a bad blip. I ain't gonna lie. This was not a good time. Not a good one.
From first to fourth, from some competitions to only a couple
out of two cups, out of two domestic cups as well. It's not
LSFC coming up.
It's very, very tough right now. That's the bad news. Good news is, I feel like we're not down and out. I feel like we're not done. Again, a lot of people have already written. You listen. You see the Arsenal timeline. You see it. Most of these people are already ready to give up like some scrubs. Like this is their first time in a rodeo, like the first time in a rough patch, bro. Soft, fair weather fans. A lot of nah. Because there's some buck-tooth grown-ass men complaining, trying to hit the camera, talking about this manager. You know what I'm saying? There's some people who shall not be named, acting like kids. Acting like little kids, like they first time in a rough patch before, but they want to throw it on the manager, throw it on this one person, throw it on that one person. It can be just chalked up. In my heart of hearts, again, it's just a rough patch where nobody has their shooting boots, and it's been a consistent problem. One, I will say this: Arteta can be criticized for some things. I understand that. One, I think the structure in certain ways to again get these chances is down to his merit, but also the substitutions, in my opinion, has been a consistent problem. I feel like he's too formulaic with them. One, and two, it's just sometimes it just isn't the right move. How many times we've been clamoring for another player like Reece Nelson to come on and get some minutes? Again, he may not be the greatest option in the world, but he offers some type of dynamism in games. And when he jumps on the pitch, something happens. And it takes Arteta forever to realize this. It just feels like he's reactive rather than proactive at this stage. It might be down to the injuries. It might be down to other things. I don't know. But he needs to fix how he approaches games with his subs primarily. And just, I don't know what more. Beyond that, I don't know what more you can say to these players to put the ball in the back of the net. I don't know.
What about the 90 million that you guys spent on Havertz and a keeper instead of a striker?
That is, and again, I will. Yeah,
this number's not even 90. It was like 100 million euros. It's on those two instead of a striker.
Well, at least Raya's like a delayed.
If not that, yeah, that's the delayed purchase again.
Yeah,
that 90 million. While in the long term, I say I will agree if we used it on some attacking options. If we use it on more attacking options, like additional winger support or potentially a striker. Maybe the striker market is a little bit dead, so I might not say a striker market outright. But winger support, I would have said that immediately would have been a really, really good help to get some pressure off of Saka and or Martinelli on that side. Getting somebody in, a Nico Williams, a Pedro Neto, somebody to help support that and give some reprieve. And again, challenging and you know, saying actually toe the line a little bit. Give people some actual, like, keep them on their toes instead of being comfortable. I would have said that would have been better spent in the long term. But in the short term, 90 million spending on Havertz and Raya doesn't change the fact that these strikers that we have now have how many chances, how many attackers have how many chances they could have put away on any other day. They just haven't. 90 million doesn't change that. To me, 90 million don't change that whatsoever. How many, a boatload of chances from, again, Odegaard chances, Saka just missing point blank Rangers, you know what I'm saying, right in the middle. He's been in poor form over the past several weeks in front of goal. You know what I'm saying? Martinelli not knowing when to make the right decision. Jesus just disappearing. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Told you, his strong suit is not finishing. And that's your striker. You know?
But again,
and isn't that what we said in the beginning of the season? Like when I said about Arsenal was like, how can they win if they don't got one person that can score 20 goals for them, like in the Premier League? Like I just don't see it. It's hard.
And again, in a long-term situation, I can agree. But for a team that scored 88 goals last season, to go from that, which again, I will admit, that is a pretty much an anomaly. We broke the record. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's not that doesn't happen all the time. But to go from for a goal scored in the Arsenal season for an Arsenal team, Arsenal, yeah, okay. for our team, yeah, I'm about to say that's the most goals we ever scored in a Premier League campaign. Going from that high flying team to team, again, everybody spread the wealth. It was an even pretty even distribution of goals scored and assists and all that. Going from that to nobody can even buy a chance to get a goal in. Odegaard blanking, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's blanking. Nobody can get a goal in. You have to finish the chances out in front of you. again, a new striker. Osimhen doesn't fix all of those problems overnight of them missing goals that they had at their weight. He can't be in 6 different positions at once. A striker can't be in 6 different positions at once. You have to finish those chances. Now, if everybody's firing and then there's still a deficit, then we can answer that question in the short term. In the long term, I agree with you. The striker situation hasn't been properly addressed by Arteta at this point. And the attacking situation with a winger and a striker has not. But in the short term, we got to finish our chances. We got to finish our food. And damn, this is supposed to be the good news. I'm still being negative.
Bro, look at even someone who's the worst striker, bro. Like Nicholas Jackson at least has like what, 8 goals or 7 goals or something
it's
like
crazy
that.
how many goals he has.
You know what I'm saying? And he missed it, and he probably missed the most out of the whole wide world right now, like ever. And
I agree.
Come on, and you guys can't get someone to do that for you?
And again, it's
crazy.
It's such a weird place to be because again, the defense solid. Again, the midfield needs some adjustments on the left hand side, but overall we've managed to make some things work in the system to where we can have a platform to go forward. The attack is just gone kaput. We just can't put goals in the back of the net. And if we did, a lot of the complaints and a lot of the situations where we have a boatload chance against West Ham, if we can convert 2 of those, we win those games. I'm not saying off of XG we deserve to win. We get what we deserve because we're being wasteful. Don't think that I'm talking about XG to say that, oh, we deserve to win all these games. No, I'm saying that we have the platform to win. We just don't convert, and we deserve what we get for not converting. That's my problem with us right now. It's just everything else is good. We're playing good football. Again, despite people being, except for Fulham, that was a shit game. Yeah, except for Fulham. I was about to say, but again, we were playing good football in a lot of these matches, bro. At Anfield, we played a really solid game. You know what I'm saying? Again, Anfield came here in the cup this past week, and we did very, very well. We held them to 2. Again, despite people being out and stuff like that, we still held them to 2 shots. You know what I'm saying? For a good little while until like the second half, and then things got a little bit haywire. Liverpool had a better second half than us, but we were holding good things. We played good football, but at the end of the day, you just have to put the ball in the back of the net. If you don't have that final action, if you're not tactful enough in the attacking box to score a goal and solid enough to defend set pieces in your own goal, you can't do anything. Sean Dyche said it best. Put the ball in that end, stop the ball from going in that end. It's literally that at the end of the day. Everything else is good. I have no complaints about that. It's just what Arteta's been saying as well. Quality in the both boxes. Can we get that done? That's literally it. But
this whole sequence started with Tracy. I'm gonna keep it brief.
I know, yeah, for real, and I haven't at all, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh, it was never gonna happen.
I'm sorry. I've been harboring this bullshit for a minute. But let me end with the good news. I think yes.
That was all the bad news.
Yes, that was he brought me back to the.
That was the good news. You started by saying.
Yeah, I know. He took me out of it. He took me out of it. I wanted to.
That's crazy.
Let me go back. Let me just say I'm hopeful. And we're not out of this. We're not down out of this. Again, the league is still to play for. Champions League still to play for. Players are still coming back. We're playing good football. Just take the reset. Take this 12 days to calm down, rest, reset, get a couple of players back, and press on. We need to cook Crystal Palace when we come back, and then we're on our way. I still believe in us to fight and be in the hunt for this in the rest of the year, season, whatever. I think that the goals will come. The goals will happen. It just needs this reset to really just understand, how do we tweak these couple little things and adjust with a couple of people out, make some things happen. I think this rough patch is just a rough patch, and we'll be back to winning ways and in the hunt for everything else towards the latter end of the season. Players coming back, there's a lot of stuff to play up for, in my opinion. So I'm not going to count myself out. I'm not going to be fair weather and say, oh, that's it, everything's done now. Nah. Go ahead.
You keep saying... You say very, very like the players coming back part. What player is gonna come back that's gonna help these guys score goals? You have Odegaard, you have Saka, you have Martinelli, you have Jesus, you have Nelson, you have
Jesus actually just got injured.
Yeah.
Who? But he doesn't score goals anyway, so why are we counting it? You know what I'm saying? It's just like you have all these players that your best players are still there. How are they not producing? You still have Declan Rice, you still have Saliba, you still have Gabriel, you have your the core of players. You know what I'm saying? Like the guys that do it. I just don't get it. It's just how is those couple players coming back, like Tomiyasu or something like that, or whoever else is injured, is going to solve that problem?
Again, I can say that point right there with the attackers. Again, it's just I think the break to recalibrate and understand how to put the ball in the back of the fucking net. That's priority number one. That's priority number one. And I can agree with you. There's not many people who are coming back who can necessarily change that outside of maybe like Fabio Vieira, who has a good final third ball and like can help as a sub. You know what I'm saying? I think the people who are coming back allow us to do what we do, the play in between us getting into the attacking third or our defensive third defending, help us to do what we do even more and control games even more. So somebody like, again, a Timber or Tomiyasu, they might be more prone to stopping what happened to us at Anfield when one long ball to Salah, Zinchenko's in like 5 million acres of space, he turns and says, oh shit, I'm fucked. You know what I'm saying? Tomiyasu probably can mitigate that. A Timber can mitigate that. I think it just helps us to, again, one, allow us to do more of what we can do and control games and produce the football we've been producing even more and more consistently. And two, give us more flexibility to change games from our substitutions. And I feel like that's a part of the reason why Arteta's been like real, like just reactive to shit and subs. He just hasn't been like doing what he's supposed to be doing or trying other things. I don't know exactly what it is, but I feel like that might factor in, because if we have more firepower on the bench, like a Fabio Vieira or something like that, if we control games, put him on late stage, we can just keep pinging crosses because he's probably one of our better crossers on the team, something else might come of that. So I think it's just more options of Arteta being able to execute a different game plan, provide a different look in the players that are coming back, and us doing more of what we can do to control games on the pitch with the more physical players that we have that are out right now, the Tomiyasus and such like that. So that's why I say players coming back is something that factors in.
Fair. But I see, because I'm not going to talk about my team because my team is dog water, but looking at who you're competing with for that spot, you see a team like Liverpool, which I think they personally lost players that are more important to them, but they still get their results. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just a game against you guys. You know what I'm saying?
And before we go to them, do you know why? Do you know what the difference is? They have absolute game changers, game stoppers, like technical, not technical quality. That's not the word. What? It's not. Well, one of them is definitely star power, because you got a Salah there that can change the game at any day of the week consistently. He does that consistently, and it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's just
aura.
But you are
that's crazy.
Or is it with Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Jesus? I thought they were all game changers. You know what I'm saying? So they're not.
They have Saka is the closest one I can say is a difference maker, and I've said this before. I haven't said all of them. Saka's the only one where I said definitively he can change a game state any day of the week like that. He's in a rough patch right now, but he has the ability to do that.
Yeah, the only difference he's making is his reputation these days.
Yeah, it's tough. Again, he needs revert the haircut. That's all I gotta say about that. Revert the haircut. Yep. That's all I'm saying. But Liverpool, if I was about to say, let me go look up Liverpool's team, because again,
bro.
But again, even
they lose Konate,
but that's the
still get the results.
But again, this is the same. It's the same reason they can. Klopp has operated without a proper six entire season. They've not really lasted, but they've thrived. Their ability to suffer in certain games, and they can change a game state just like that. Again, as clumsy as Nunez is, he can produce a stunner out of nowhere. As you know what I'm saying, as sometimes he'll, as far back as his role is, Soboslai can produce a stunner out of nowhere. McAllister can provide something killer. Jota can provide something killer. I don't have to
have the same caliber players. Like 3 game weeks ago, Declan Rice was the best CDM in the world, and he could do that for you guys. Saka, same thing. Martinelli could score 10, 15 goals or whatever. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like you guys apparently had that same. You guys had that last year where those players would do that stuff, but this year they're just not doing it. You know what I'm saying? And we kind of do have to look at Arteta for a little bit, because wait a minute, look at Klopp. He's suffered way more injuries, important players that are missing out, and he's still getting the results. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
think it's a big difference.
Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree with you on that point, honestly. Again, because you have to ask the question.
Yeah, give them pow-pows or something.
Yeah, you got, and that's the question you got to ask. Like, is the tweak in the system of us being a bit more stable defensively and us being able to control games, is that worth a little bit of the fluidity that we've been missing? You know what I'm saying? And we showed it a little bit more during this Liverpool game during the FA Cup. I don't know what it was down to. Maybe it was, I don't know if it was Havertz playing 9. I don't know what it was, but we had a little bit more fluidity. But now it's just somebody has to put the ball in the back of the net. I'm looking again. Sorry, just looking down Liverpool squad.
Trossard.
Yeah, and again, it's Trossard's form. I don't know what happened to him about the past couple months. But he's been missing in terms of just the quality in the final third. But again, if it's not Salah, Jota can score something crazy. If it's not Jota, Luis Diaz can score something crazy. If it's not him, Darwin Núñez can pull something out the bag. Slide. Again, I'm account. It's just
last year in the Premier League.
And I'm their ability to pull something out of the bag, either a killer assist or ball striking ability.
I'm not even saying you. I'm just saying isn't that.
I'm gonna be honest, Trey. You're waffling right now. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm telling y'all, bro.
I'm not even going at Trey. I'm just saying like in general, from you guys. Remember last year when I said, "Oh, United, we finished third. You guys finished second. At least we won a trophy. We had a better season." Like, oh, but we're building onto something.
Yeah,
and then
it's true. No,
I agree. And this is the continuation of this.
Yeah, I don't remember what I said when we were talking about like when that discussion was happening at the time. You
said that
you agree with me. It was based on what we do this season.
Yeah, I was gonna say my stance on it is, in a vacuum, United's season last season is obviously better than Arsenal's because when you look back at it, they won a trophy. Arsenal didn't, and they both made Champions League football no real difference. The only way Arsenal's could be better is if this season you guys pushed on to do something better, or maybe not necessarily this season, but maybe next season you win the league or the Champions League or something big like that.
Yeah.
Or else you end up like Tottenham.
We can't.
Maybe go back to like 2017 or something. Who won the FA Cup that season? Was it United? The Lingard, or was that? Or it might have been Conte Chelsea. But either way, whichever season it was, where Tottenham came second twice in a row, and the Tottenham fans are doing that thing of in 2 calendar years we were top of the league or whatever. It was just like at the season intervals where they didn't win the league. So like they could have said at the time we had a better season than whoever finished fourth and maybe won the FA Cup that season, and maybe they would have had an argument. But looking back now, 6 years later, no trophy came out of it, nothing came out of it. Like sure they made a Champions League final and were top 4 for like 3-4 seasons in a row, but it amounted to nothing. So if this Arteta team doesn't go on to do anything,
I agree. I agree. I agree. I said the same stance with you last season. Again, it's based off of what we can do forward, what we do with the platform that we built last season. And if we can't get anywhere, then it's kaput. Then you had the better season than us. And that, in full context, I agree. But again, it's just, can we make the adjustments now to one, put the goals in the back of the net and just keep pushing? We just have to keep pace, in my opinion. And this is not a great time to lose pace, but also we hit a break. So I just think we still have the capability to, again, challenge for this league and still potentially win this league. We just have to get it together because right now stuff ain't clicking. But I have hope that we can.
I'm not like trying to hate or
talk real. Talk real.
Champions League and whatever. But it's just like the same thing last year. It's like, oh, we're this good, and then boom, you're out of all competitions. Oh, we're still in the Premier League and UCL. Until all of a sudden you play Madrid, you're out of the UCL, and oh, we're still in the Premier League, second place.
Hey, don't wish Madrid on us, bro.
I'm just saying like how stuff goes. Like like you know what I'm saying. Like
I hear, I get
it.
Like
I said, I hope they do well and stuff like that because I know I don't care or like hate the team or anything like that. I think they deserve to win a Champions League. I think the fans deserve it. But it's just like us watching on the outside.
I think the fans deserve it. Arsenal fans.
I'm not gonna lie. Somebody.
Not all of it.
Listen. Knock on my desk right now. If for some chance we somehow win either the league or the Premier League, and I see some of these guys who've been like demons on the timeline, like, you know what I'm saying, salivating, crying, saying, "Oh my goodness, the league, my Arteta, my manager." Nah, bro, nah. I would be looking at some of y'all funny, bro.
You know, funny is that those guys were crying after losing in the FA Cup, which was this past weekend. Like this was like the biggest. Like,
and they were, this is the biggest meltdown so far.
3 hours talking about Arsenal.
Yeah.
Can we move on?
Yeah. No. Again. Okay. Cool. Last thing I'm gonna say: support. Just support the team, bro. Support the team. Back the team. We're still in this. That's all I gotta say. All right, now you can move to Liverpool, man. You can move.
I will never press words that I'm keeping
ever. Hey, New Year, same me, baby. New Year, same me. Don't worry about that.
To talk about Liverpool. Let's move on.
If he made it
Arsenal allegations,
if he made it
obviously they're very.
Guess what? I wouldn't have any questions. I wouldn't have any questions in, but then he started mentioning all these details. I'm like, yo, wait, if you're talking about details, we could get into details. So I'll hold myself accountable too.
Skip Liverpool. We don't talk about Liverpool. Let's get to the awards.
AFTV call him up.
So we're going for the big chunk, or are we gonna start from the bottom?
We always got to start from the bottom. Pause.
Okay. Disappointing team.
Nah, shout out to Drake. Nah.
Disappointing team.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we can
okay.
start
So all
Okay,
right.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Damn. All right. Real quick before your segue though. Yeah. Mid-season award time, y'all. If y'all didn't hear it though, it's mid-season award time. We're gonna give our superlatives for this midpoint in the season, going from disappointing.
And
Oh yeah, well,
I don't know what you call the negative version of that.
I'm about to say just awful designations, bro. So some of y'all might not be making it, but we got a few awards to give out. We'll start with the most disappointing team at this point in the season so far.
I'll go first.
All right.
And I'm not going to get into any tangents. Regardless if we were missing our whole starting 11, 8th place for Manchester United is not acceptable. So they're my most disappointing team right now. If we continue in 8th place. But for now, the way that I'm looking, doesn't matter if we're tied in points or whatever bullshit, we're in 8th place. That's not Manchester. So
Yeah, I have Man United too. I mean, like, sure, there are a couple places above Chelsea and, I don't know, 6 points or whatever ahead of Chelsea. But 3 points ahead of Chelsea. But the difference in expectations that the two clubs had heading into the season, with Chelsea, we had no idea.
One spent 1 billion.
Yes, I agree. But Chelsea, we had no idea what to expect on a footballing sense. Like, this could have been Cirque du Soleil, which is basically what it ended up being. And no one would have been surprised if someone told you in August they'd be where they are. No, they're worse. They've had a worse season probably. But talking about the most disappointed, I think United, just because of how we were just talking about how well Ten Hag did in his debut season. Like, I know I talk a lot about. Like, he's never really stamped a good footballing philosophy over the team. They've never really been fun to watch. But his debut season was extremely effective, finishing third and getting United back to the Champions League and winning a trophy, which is basically as good as you get. Yeah. And then you would have thought now with an extra season to bed in, with bringing in more of his boys like Onana, Mason Mount, who's been MIA. We were all expecting United to like do some push on in some way. I don't think many of us expected them to challenge for the title, but I at least thought they'd get out of their Champions League group. They'd be, at least making it interesting with the top 2, top 3. But it's been a crazy. Gene talked about the roller coaster. If you were charting out how high and how low their coaster is, it would legitimately be if you looked at a line graph of the cryptocurrency stocks. like the volatility of United this season is incredible. The fact that we went almost the entire first half with no draws. When was the game against Liverpool? Like 17th or 18th match week of the season? First draw of the season? Like, that just screams to how volatile it's been over there. Like, that's just not what you need at a big club.
And that was a high point for some from United fans, apparently, by the way.
Yep, shout out
That's
Flex.
not even to mention the Champions League.
Yep.
1 win, 6 games. That's
why we're talking about Premier League.
Yeah.
Right now.
He said, "Don't mention it, brother. Don't mention."
We combine everything. We both talked about all the different divisions too. But it's like everything they worked for last season just down the drain, just like that.
I mean, again, 25 injuries. I don't know what, but again, being 8th place, I just don't. We should have the bench, or we should have again. Rashford, I didn't expect him to go and score this 30, get 40 something goal contributions this year, but to go to that, to have like 5 or some whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, is I can't even explain it. You know what I'm saying?
5 and just like playing awful football.
I mean,
too.
he has a teenager literally took him out of his spot. Like, literally a teenager took him out of his spot. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine,
I don't know how. Listen, if I was a professional footballer, I just co-ops. Bro, 45 GA in a season. 10 games into the season, a freaking 19-year-old is starting over me, making me go play into the right side. I don't know. I would feel some type of way about it. We'll try.
Yeah,
should.
100, runners up. I literally had just Chelsea as a runner up. Like, again,
it has to be.
Yeah,
I think the winner there is either United or Chelsea. Who's more disappointing?
But again,
honorable mention to Burnley though.
Yeah,
but I was gonna mention Burnley too. I'm not sure if they're the winners here, but
they came close with how much expectation they had coming into league after they bossed the championship like that. You know what I mean?
That they're gonna go like 10th place.
Yeah, I expected a lot more.
We've seen teams come up and like surprise the Premier League and really be able to finish sometimes.
I think Luton has been the most surprising.
In
the past. Yeah,
Yeah, out of relegation sides,
But
or just the
Burnley's-
championship sides.
Burnley is just pure relegation fight. They'd be lucky if they survive.
So very.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely.
Poor.
I'd agree. United is definitely the most disappointing team, honestly. Again, just outside of everything, you know what I'm saying? Promising signings. I heard Mickey Mount, he's in public domain, so he can't even play for Manchester United right now and shit like that. It's just tough. I'm about to say he's out.
Steve Willie intro to our podcast, you know.
Guy's injured. Okay.
Hey, sorry. I just want to get the joke in because I thought of it, man. Hey, let me be. Let's say for the joke.
That's crazy.
Well, no. Speedy recovery to do though. Still. But yeah, I say based on the just the.
Taekwondo, bro. No,
hey, man. Hey. Oh my goodness, bro.
I don't know who you're talking about.
No, but based off of expectation and stuff, and where Manchester United were last season, I just completely agree. It just too much. Too disappointing at this point. So with that, we can move to the most surprising team. I had a couple. I think the first one.
A couple of contenders here.
Yeah, there's definitely a couple. Do you want to go honor mentions or the winner first?
I'll go winners. Everyone say their winners first, and then.
Okay, cool. Simple as I'm just gonna be straightforward. It's Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa's probably on
all my.
Bro, just stop. I had 4 picks. But come on, man. What are we doing?
I put Villa.
Yeah, so it's all unanimous so far.
Aston Villa is the winner here, but I think some of the honorable mentions here, we can talk about West Ham.
I'll say Liverpool.
We can talk about Everton.
Yep.
Absolutely, Everton. Absolutely.
And I would say Wolves as well. Wolves and Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, yes. Yes.
Bournemouth is a good shout.
All the mid-table teams other than Chelsea and United, I guess.
Also, Tottenham has been really surprising for me. I can't lie.
Yeah.
They, I predicted them to finish like in 9th place. I think.
I
didn't believe in the end revolution before it came to fruition. I should have listened to the Celtic fans.
Yeah, Gene hates this guy, bro.
Like more so than the amount of points. The amount of points they have, which if you look at like a comparison of seasons gone by, it's not that much more than they would have had in a normal season. But just how nice they are to watch has been surprising me because I haven't seen a nice looking Tottenham team football wise since the peak Pochettino days.
Yeah, literally like
5, 6 years ago.
Yeah, 16, 17. Yeah.
Say something. We could review the tape of me saying how I thought Kane was gonna stay at Spurs because of how Spurs were playing with their new manager, and I was hyping this motherfucker up before all this, this media frenzy came. And I was literally like, yo, Kane is gonna stay at Spurs. He's loving the new way Spurs is playing. They're playing exciting. They're playing this. Like I was actually hyping them up before the season started, which I shouldn't have, because you know how this bandwagon is insane, bro. This is mate and Timo Werner is like on the train to go play for them or whatever. But surprising team to me, either Villa, and I don't even give Liverpool. You could say whatever you want. I don't think everyone was expecting Liverpool right now after Christmas break to be first. Even if you had them,
I agree.
Top 3, top 2. Them being first over City and Arsenal and all these other teams, to me, is still surprising, in my opinion.
I can 100% agree with that. Again, without a recognized, 6 that we said that was a notable thing, whatever.
Well, stop saying that.
Stop. No. I'm gonna say it because we said at the beginning of the season that I'm just quoting what we said at the beginning of the season. There was like, there's no recognized 6.
Liverpool literally didn't have a recognized 6 then because this is before the window closed. But Endo, he's lost 2 months.
You gotta let me finish my sentence, bro. Damn. Let me. I was gonna get through it
in the pod, and I let it slide. This is no recognized 6.
I'm saying it based off of what we were talking about at the beginning of the season, but before the end point.
Arsenal don't have a recognized 9, But...
No. That's something else.
Let's just say when that certain 9 played for us, we were known as the really quickly. We were known as the only team in world football who had no striker, even though we had a striker on the bench, like an actual striker. But nobody thought we had a striker.
Listen,
funny times.
No, don't worry. Yeah, that's
Liverpool. We did not know how they were gonna come this season.
Yes,
Darwin Núñez. They spent 80-something million. He wasn't what everyone thought he was gonna be, or slowly come out to be. And then they completely changed their whole midfield. You don't know what's gonna happen. VVD came out of having a very sus year. You didn't know how he was gonna come this year. You know what I'm saying? And same thing with Trent. I don't think he had the best of years last year. And then look at what he's doing.
Back to his best.
We didn't know what Liverpool was gonna do. and
100%.
That's why I'm saying surprising.
No, I agree.
You know?
No, I agree. It's definitely something like Klopp has a major shout for another award that's later in the show. But again, his ability to adjust with the new pieces and just rack up results and just again have a great showing in a lot of these games, man. It's just you got to chalk your hands up and say we didn't expect him to be this close in the race and like in terms of rebuild. I expected like again third, fourth, but not too far off. But listen, taking a commanding point in the title race, that's you got to put your hands up and say that's surprising as well. So yeah, I'll put that there.
Also, we all had Aston Villa as a surprising team, but we like didn't really talk about them much.
Yeah,
I just want to say, yeah, like all the credit to them. We've talked about them, we've raved about them throughout the season. But it's so funny because, like, thinking about it, we shouldn't have been this surprised with them, or at least I shouldn't have been, because Unai Emery, like, almost immediately since he came in, has been amazing.
Yeah,
their record in 2023, I think they're only second place to Man City in total points in the calendar year. So they literally just continued what they were doing in the latter half of the 2023 season.
That's true.
The only difference is City, Arsenal have been dropping more points than usual, so that put Villa in a title race.
Yeah, that's true.
Right when before maybe they would have been like competing for fourth place with the amount of points they have now.
Yeah,
but even then, how many of us had them in fourth place?
I was gonna say either way though, it's been incredible. It's just the consistency throughout 2023 has been amazing. You'd think at some point they would have hit a dip and gone a bit closer to what you thought would be par for them. But I think this just might be their par. Like they're that good of a team. Again,
their home form. Literally, it's like them Anfield is in the same touching distance in this calendar year. Just like they are it's fortress. It's fortress.
Old Trafford.
It's been
all that stuff. 2-0 Old Trafford.
But yeah, nah, definitely I say Villa is again. I can go into it a little bit later, but now shout out to Brighton as well. Despite all the injuries, they're still kind of within the mix. You know what I'm saying? Even though they haven't had the best of form over the past. To me, given the injuries, and it's their first stint in Europe.
And they would get the same results.
And the fact that they lost a couple of their best players.
Yeah, they lost. Again, players going in summer.
Like they're like right on par for where we predicted them to be.
Yeah, I'd say about, but I felt like with the injuries and Europe happening at the same time, there would have been more of a drop off. I'm surprised that they stayed in there.
Finished there because of Europe, like we said, they're not going to compete for top 4 now because of the added fixtures.
I can't remember the things.
Even if they didn't have injuries,
at least witnessing in real time.
De Zerbi was gonna literally play freaking Frank De Santi, whatever, like at left mid and out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like regardless injuries or not, like these players would be playing the same amount of games. So it's pretty simple.
Yeah, nah, it's fair. But yeah, nah, definitely. Brighton's a contentious one. That's fair. But me personally, given how all this stuff broke down with the injuries, I thought they would have a bigger drop off than I expected.
I just realized something. Trey, your surprising team was Aston Villa.
Yeah, but surprising.
You need to be on your knees with your surprising team as West Ham. You predict them to get relegated.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. Yo, I wish I glossed my.
Nothing could be more surprising than what they produced this season.
That's true.
I gave up that agenda a long time ago. I was just hating at the time. Don't worry. All right, we knew this. We all knew this. All right.
Wait, so you were saying you predict them to finish in the relegation zone, even though you didn't think they would.
Again, so
you just embarrassed yourself.
That was literally before they bought Alvarez, Kudus, and several other people. It just locked down time. And all you males making predictions before windows closed too. All you males making predictions before windows closed too. Nah. That was hating, bro.
For that in your prediction.
Nah, I had a prediction worse than that, but we're gonna leave it there. I'll take the Alvarez one, but don't worry. I was about to say, but
West Ham finish above Arsenal this season? If they do, you have to do something.
Nah, if they do, that would be insane. I would have to consult. I would have to consult my boy.
Arteta would get sacked if that happened.
Yeah, I would consult my boy Wolfie for that because he's a West Ham fan. I'm gonna have to do something wild for that. We'll figure.
It's only a 6-point difference right now.
Yeah, we'll figure. Yeah. I'm about to say if that happens, if hell freeze over, I'm about to say, listen, that's a
6 points, brother. That's it.
Oh, y'all hear that?
You blinked for 2 weeks.
But anywho, again, I will double back on what Adrian said earlier. Shout out to Wolverhampton Wanderers and shout out to Bournemouth. Again, it took a minute for them to get used to it. Wolves especially. Again, people thought they was done in the gutter, but Gary O'Neil, you know what I'm saying, took them, took them for the gutter.
We did not know who their manager was gonna be. Like,
they were disarray.
We did that stuff.
But it's I'm not. I had a little.
It was still a mess though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. At the start.
Great job.
Yeah. 100%.
Great job.
Yeah. Had a lot of people firing.
Bournemouth, for me, I predicted Bournemouth to be relegated. I had no idea what Iriola was gonna do.
Hey, it took a little bit.
I thought they'd have a shocking season, especially because this was fresh off of them sacking Gary O'Neill.
No,
and I just couldn't comprehend why they would do that, considering how they shouldn't have even survived last season without what Gary O'Neill produced. And then people have been talking about. It's kind of funny now that Wolves with Gary O'Neill and Bournemouth are both kind of just happy. Like it kind of ended up working out for everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ariola has done a crazy good job so far.
Took a bit for it to all the elements to come together, but hey man, listen, he's doing the business right now. He's getting a lot of output out that team, bro. Not difficult as hell to play, way more difficult than I would have thought this season. Just seeing again Arsenal go there and a lot of different teams go to the Vitality and opposite ways too.
That's Liverpool's next league fixture.
Hey, tough place, man. But credit to Bournemouth, man. So we can roll on to the next one up. We got manager of the season so far. I have my pick in mind. Anybody else want to jump in front of me in the queue?
I'll go first. Mine's probably the easiest one. Unai Emery. I'm not going to say much more about him because I just talked about Aston Villa so much. But yeah, for me, so far, doing a great job. Also comfortably through in their Conference League group. They're still probably favorites to win that tournament. So yeah.
That's fair.
Mine is listen. Klopp to me is manager of the season so far, in my opinion.
He was in my nominations. He was right there.
I'll give Emery his props or whatever, but you could say whatever you want. Any team that loses players like how Liverpool have, every week it's like one player is not playing, and it's like VVD, it's Konate, it's Matip, it's like something is going on. Salah now has to go AFCON. They're without him, boom, they beat Arsenal away. It's just like whatever you say, whatever United fans could hate Liverpool, blah 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 blah, but you got to give it to him, bro. He's first right now. You know what I'm saying? As good as Emery's been, he's not first. You know what I'm saying? And the quality of Aston Villa is there. We could say that Emery's doing a great job, but if he didn't have the quality of the players that they do have, I don't know. Like if you had the quality of Burnley, I don't know where they would be. You know what I'm saying? But I'll give it to Klopp. You know how hard it is for a manager to just change the midfield, and then
facts.
It's almost unprecedented.
And it's not like it's like, he spent 500 million. Like he got McAllister, which was a good deal. But then he gets like Soboslai, he gets like all these players and he just like puts them together and it works. You know what I'm saying? That's why I give it. Like Aston Villa already came prepared. Like, Emery's already been there for 6 months. Like he
just had to coach that out. Yeah.
Whereas Klopp was just like he came off of
that first cataclysmic last season.
It's literally how United is right now. Like, Liverpool's like 8th place. Like 18, 17 games into the league. And then look how they finished. I think they finished 5th. They almost got 4th. If United could have bottled it and they could have got 4th. But again, they finish out the year with their whole squad. Boom, completely different midfield. He loses players here and there, important players, and he still gets the results with players like Darwin Núñez. That like you talking about buying a goal. I don't know how much Liverpool fans can adore, especially paying 80 million pounds for Liverpool. That's serious. For them,
they don't shell it out often.
You know what I'm saying? So I have to put him as first. It's just I don't see any other manager like when you're in first place, you're in first place. There's like top 3, 2, 4. You're here, but when you're first, you're first. You know what I'm saying? Like you're as high as it gets. So that's why if Villa was first, I'd have Emery, but they're not. So
that's fair, and I definitely had Klopp in my nomination. I want to go different though. I want to go Gary O'Neill. I'm sorry, just for the situation that Wolves were in at the beginning of the season, and then Gary O'Neill thought he was going to start off with Bournemouth, gets thrown out of Bournemouth. You know what I'm saying? And has to gets a makeshift random call. Oh, come to Wolves, and he has to start everything back up from scratch. Pedro Neto gets injured at some point in the season. You can't use him for a little while. I think he's just now coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so much stuff that he has to fix, chop and change, adjust, bring in some new players. Again, Totti Gomez, I think that's the first I've ever seen him start consistently. Lamina's actually getting some output. Pablo Sarabia, who we thought this guy was probably a scrub elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? We lost Mateus Nunes as well. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Hwang Hee-chan just having the form of his life right now. Who's my guy? Who's my guy who left last season? I know. No. Who's the other guy? Midfielder.
Joao Gomez?
No. Neves, thank you. Again, someone who left. Again,
Neves and Moutinho.
Yeah, Neves, Moutinho. Again, a lot of key players for them going, and Gary O'Neil's starting from less than scratch. He's starting from less than scratch. You know what I'm saying? And for them to be only 3 points off of what, 7th place? They're sitting at 11th right now, 28 points. 7th place, Brighton is 31. Like, they're in a really good spot, and if they can keep pushing on, they've won their last 3 in a row. You know what I'm saying? They could be in a really good spot. They could push for those top 8 places. United, Brighton tied. They're in a really good position. Gary O'Neil's got them in a really good way. And again, for the level of disarray that they were in at the beginning of the season, for him to step up, step in, and really get the best out of these players, even with setbacks, you know what I'm saying, left, right, and center, you have to give it to him, in my opinion. I got him for my manager of the season shout, at least so far.
That's fair.
I think a lot of managers, just thinking about it, have done a really good job.
Yeah, a lot of them, bro. Again,
there's a lot of people you can make an argument for.
Facts.
We could also talk about the same teams, like the teams we're talking about. We can make an argument for Sean Dyche.
Absolutely.
He's for.
Listen, truth be,
you could make an argument for Postecoglou too.
Yeah, truth be told, I'll say it. I'm a hater. They'll say I'm a hater, but also I'll say, what's it called? Moisey. I was about to say you
can make argument.
Moise. 100%. You can give something to Moise. But hey, listen. Again, your best player leaves. You restock in the right areas, and you go again. And again, he's finding good form despite it being terrorist ball. He's finding some results. At least maybe not all the time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes maybe a little bit inconsistent with some of the draws through the Bristol freaking city. But still, it's overall,
it's about results, man.
And then died to Bristol City.
Yeah. Hey, they better pray they win that replay. Well, nah, that's fair. That's fair for manager of the season. All right, we can move up to flop of the season.
I need to
yeah.
about this.
Go ahead.
If anyone else has any other person that's not first, which I'll expose someone right now. They didn't even have him. They had 4 people named and they didn't have it.
I needed the reminder.
Can you clarify the criteria for flop of the season?
It doesn't matter what the criteria is. You could say anything. You could put any criteria into this.
Damn.
You could say, you can make up
He said it don't even matter what you put. It don't matter what you put.
Like
whatever criteria.
It was that a newly transferred player or a player that needed. Or a
player that got hyped, or a hype for the season. Okay, he's gonna do this. Okay,
that's fair.
A certain team spent $150 million on one player. You think is a striker, a right wing?
Meant to the US dollars.
Yeah, because they say $100 million for Anthony when we spent $80 million. These guys spent $115
put it in Japanese yen.
No, because they inflate
the Moroccan dirham, bro, a trillion.
They inflate it when they want, and then no, this certain player is $115 million. No, it was $150 million spent on one player. He couldn't get a start in. He was shaky. He got in, and he just was a meme off rip. He wasn't playing with football boots. He was playing with some other side. Moises Caicedo, you are 100% the flop of the season. It's not close to anyone else. You could bring up anyone else. You are the flop of the season. Not even close. Anyone else is degrees.
I only have one thing to say to that.
He has the prop. Oh.
Yep.
They're a little bit match worn, you know what I'm saying, from the holidays and stuff. But I know Caicedo has some
match worn from Caicedo's last
performance. You know what I'm saying?
Sold on eBay for a good amount of money.
Still got the tag on him, man. Thank you for the reminder, Caicedo. Good lord. Oh my goodness, you weren't these, brother. You weren't these. Oh my gosh.
Listen, imagine 115 million broke the and is this? No,
most expensive player in Premier League history. I don't even argue.
That's leagues. That's
apparently trade can.
Nah. Because I forgot. I literally, bro. I don't think about Chelsea, nigga. I don't think about these guys. I was trying to rack my brain some picks.
Some other names on Chelsea's roster. Michael Jackson might be in that conversation.
With how many goals?
I think he scored like 8.
He got some decent numbers. We know that.
But
I mean, he scored 7 goals, 7 in the league.
And everybody
he could
knows
literally
it,
have more goals than Haaland right now.
So Jackson is hilarious and he's a meme, but I don't think you can call him flop of the season just because how many goals he scored.
Yeah,
there's so many players who've done worse.
And his price tag and his price
he wasn't a blockbuster.
Amount
of
so I'm not even.
Yeah,
but Enzo Fernandez, even if
Enzo,
we like, he came in January, another 106 million pound, and he
Enzo right there.
Oh yeah, his character is shaded in black.
Yeah, man.
We're waiting for it.
Oh man,
but if we're talking about non-signings, flop of the season, we cannot discount Marcus Rashford.
Rashford and Martinelli, right?
Martinelli for sure.
No. You can. I can. You know what? I can let you have Martinelli, but off of the first parts of the season, I can't give you Saka. I can't give you that. He's had a bad.
I wouldn't put Saka.
The one clip over the holiday period.
Assists, right?
Yes, he's in a bad patch now. I love my boy Martinelli, but he's not adapted to his role.
Goals, and I was saying, Saka just looks off. If he oh my god, if he didn't score those freaking lucky ass, like it would hit.
Goals changes performances, don't it? GA changes perception, don't it? Listen, you can tell that to the Twitter timeline. They can use that information.
I'll say Rashford. I agree with Rashford. I'm not even knocking it, but come on. There's a
lot
of players too.
I don't even want to stay. I don't even want to stay top 6. There was somebody specifically outside the top 6 I want to talk about. Ibrahima Sangare. That guy has had a stinker season. Oh my gosh, he came in awful, got benched. Still awful, subs awful, injured, came back awful. Sangare from P.
During this Nuno.
The remontada. He better, because so far he's been diabolical.
For PSV too.
Yeah, watch him.
Yes, he came in with hype.
If Sangare isn't missing the Arsenal match because of AFCON, I don't know when you two play. Watch him pull a performance against Arsenal. I'm only these types of things from Trey always.
I'm only saying this because I wanted him to be good in this league. I actually like him. Again, player profile and stuff from what I've seen before. I actually like this dude. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a solid player, but I'm like, he's had a stinker, bro. A stinker.
Well, the Nottingham Forest was just a mess under Steve Cooper in the first half of the season. Like,
he had the worst of it though. I think he had the worst of that time though. Honestly.
But Gene, you mentioned Divock Origi. I don't know if anyone expected anything from him at all.
Yeah, I don't.
Even with those really low expectations, he's still gone below them. He's found a way to do
whatever expectations he had, bro. Oh my.
That's a shame. At this point, like Divock, like, we all love you, bro. Just retire and like be a pundit on
be a family man, bro. You gotta give him the pep speech. It's just a great mentality. I'm so sorry.
Just do stuff for them. I don't know. He doesn't really have a media personality like
Divock. I'm so sorry. Hey, he's gotta become a Premier League.
Retired at like 30 years old.
He's gotta become a Premier League rapper like Seiji Ojo, bro. He's gotta put the mask on and stuff. And just
because he's black.
Huh? Nah, bro. Hey, because you said no personality and stuff like that. He's got to find something. Listen,
I'm the rap. If he looked like freaking John Flanagan, would you say he needs to rap?
Nah, it's even better, bro. Yeah, they might give you some views, man. They might put you on Super.
John Flanagan can do that. The boxing potion. Anyway, on a tangent. Yeah, Divock, like it's unfortunate. He doesn't deserve to be where his career is right now. Well, I say that. I mean, it's up to him, but it's just sad to see him not doing anything since he left Liverpool. But,
man. That's tough. I don't even.
We mention.
Oh, go ahead.
We mentioned Højlund.
I mean, he did come with some hype. He come with a big price tag. I was gonna low key say Onana more than Højlund.
Oh my. Okay, Onana. So were we adding Champions League or no? Because if you're adding Onana, it's only Champions League flop. And Højlund, he scored 5 in the Champions League. So what are we doing?
Yeah, I wouldn't mention.
That's what I was thinking though, because I know everybody knows Højlund.
Again, these are all just contenders. Again, these
for United, but Premier League has been
after Caicedo, everything is debatable. You know what I'm saying? Caicedo's set in stone. Everything else, there can be some contention in it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think Caicedo is a clear winner.
Yeah, there's not more to say about that, honestly. After
a quick shout out to the City boys, Mateus Nunes.
Yeah.
Potentially Kovacic.
I
expected way more from him.
And
Phillips is just like, it's just sad. Like, I don't even want to.
Again, the family man, bro.
I don't even know where there was any hype for Phillips either. Like he was clearly brought in to be a bench.
Well, it's because you paid a lot of money.
Whoa.
For
Yeah,
him.
he paid 50 mil, paid 50 M's.
Can we say Gvardiol? Can we say Gvardiol? That's 100 million defender right there. That was put on skates. I don't know.
Me personally, I would give him grace, but I wouldn't be mad if you said it either. I wouldn't be mad if you said it. Yeah.
If we're
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I wouldn't be. Yeah, again, I wouldn't put either. But again, if y'all put him in there, I wouldn't contest it like that.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
And Kovacic are the main for City. Like
100.
Well, Nunes hasn't even been that bad though. He's just been injured a lot of the time.
Man, the fact that he was on the bench while City was playing,
was it Pep saying that he's not good enough?
Akanji holding mids. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Like even when City signed him, I didn't really understand it. He was signed with Pep giving him the praise of one of the best players in the world, or the best player in the world when he was like, Sporting before. But then, and then now that he has him, he's like, oh, maybe maybe I was walking. He's like, this guy's not it. He said, what did he say? Like his touch is good. His touch is improved.
When he's played, he's been like good. You know, it's not like he's been bad. Like I can say Guardiola has had some bad performances, like that's way more warranted. But Nunes hasn't even been like bad for us. So that's what I say.
It's just spending 50 million.
The amount of money you're spending, and you're playing people out of position in his position when he's on the bench.
No, I understand that, and I talked about it too. You know, I don't understand that. But
it's literally still, just like the Phillips thing all over again.
Yeah, there's still long-term signings in my opinion. Like Phillips was not a long-term signing either. He was like, how old was he when we signed him? 27, 26. I don't know how old he was. But
he's like, why 28 now?
I mean, there was no hype for Phillips. Like he was just a backup. Didn't work out, and that's it.
Those 115 allegations need to come quick, man. Yeah, you can spend 50, 60 million and say there was no hype, no like.
Who was hype? Okay, when we signed Phillips, who the hell thought that?
No, I'm not saying there's hype. I'm saying
he was one of the best players in the Euros for England. It's not like he was like a bad player.
And I'm saying that is an issue. The fact that you can spend that much money on a player and have no expectations for him. Something is not right there.
Yeah, sure. That is facts.
It's not that like I don't want to say the expectations were high. Like it was just come in, do your job, and he hasn't done that.
Man, Liverpool spent 60 million on a player, and we're still talking about him like we spent 180.
That's facts.
The amount of money Liverpool spent on it keeps going up and up and up. I can't remember anyone else that we spent that much money on who has just. You know what I'm saying? Like they have to hit the ground running.
100. Yeah, it's a burden of proof immediately on other teams, bro. Jack Grealish had a whole season and a half to adjust. There was no problems. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really said it. They let it go under the rug.
On the actual 100 million.
You know what I'm saying? Under the rug. But other clubs, I'm not even gonna say nothing. I said Arsenal's name too much this podcast, but you already know the stories about that shit. But like again, Calvin Phillips
offered 190 million for some random guy in France, bro.
Oh, 90 million for who? Thomas Lamar? That was such a panic, bro. That was such a panic.
It wasn't some random guy.
That was such a panic, bro.
It was part of that Monaco team.
Yeah, but that was still such a panic. It was still such a. Oh my goodness,
Lamar was gassed that summer. I wanted Liverpool to sign him so badly too.
That absolute. Oh my goodness, bro. That was shameless times. Shameless times, honestly. Very much, but yeah,
we could. Frauds in that team, like Bakayoko. I mean, they deceived us. There were
Sidibe.
Still making baguettes in France right
Nah.
now. Shout out to someone.
Yo, user. Shout out to user, man.
I'll make an appearance on the pod sometime soon.
Nah, facts. We got it. Yeah, 2024. We gotta get him in here, man. Geez, so we can move forward though. Young player of the season so far. I'm
gonna go first because I know Gene is gonna disagree with me, but I can't look at anyone else. And there's this man right here. That is literally and figuratively the coldest celebration of the season. I'm a fan.
That is cold.
I'm a fan of I don't want to go too hard on the fanboy, but I've liked everything I've seen from Cole Palmer this season at Chelsea. Everything. Like, I remember when he got signed in the summer, Adrian was saying, it's a good deal for us. What are Chelsea thinking, paying 40 million for a guy with 6 Premier League starts to his name or whatever it was. But I'm pretty sure most people also in the same light could see how good of a player he was. He had just scored that World League against Arsenal in the Community Shield. It seemed like this was the time he was really going to step in to be a key part of Pep's system with Mahrez gone. But Chelsea reaped the rewards from that, and he's just taken complete leadership and initiative in that attack. He like Sterling, we thought he was gonna have his big season, and he started the season really well. But Palmer came in and said, "Nah, like this is me. I'm the penalty
Give
taker."
me penalties. Give me penalties. Give me penalties.
Nah, that's crazy.
No, Palmer is cold, man. Like
Was that M dot?
His second, the goal he scored against Luton. The goal he scored against Luton was just so cold. The quality to sit around the keeper, and then just like the composure to drop of the shoulder, past 2 defenders on the line. Like it's just stuff like that. He's just genuinely a baller, and to be able to take as much responsibility as he has at his age, I think Chelsea got really, really lucky that they've gotten legitimately a star in a Premier League star in the making in Cole Palmer. I have to get into it.
That's a really compelling argument. I'm not gonna lie. Again, it's tough because he again in a Chelsea team where a lot of these dudes don't stand up and be counted for. He's one of the few that actually can, outside of penalties and like actual play. Like he actually plays beyond his years. He's the senior figure on the squad a lot of the time. So I can understand.
Leader of the whole attack.
Yeah, I can understand that. Damn. It's hard to kind of go against the outside of.
I'm gonna
again the only
right now. Look at Elanga, what he's doing at Forest. Okay,
yeah.
No penalty, like you know what I'm saying. Like he's a game changer.
How many goals he has? Cause I know he has like he's like 5th or 6th on the assist charts. But how many goals?
He's a game changer, regardless of goals or not. He changes games. He's not even starting like all the now. I think he's finally started, but in the beginning of the season, he was getting subbed in and changing games. I don't know if we're talking about that. I mean,
how old
as much
is
as
Elanga?
I hate it, even against he's 21.
21.
Is he your shout?
Huh?
Is
It's
he
the same thing as no. So I put 2. I put under 21 and under, and I put teenager. Okay, so for my 21 and under, I gave it to Elanga, because again, we sold him for probably like dirt cheap what we could have sold him for, and it's someone that you see the potential there when he was playing for United. I don't know why we sold him. I would still rather him play than Anthony any day of the week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Elanga's not obviously wasn't a finished but still, look at this guy. He can't even run, bro. What type of winger can't run and then he can't shoot and then he can't do nothing else, bro? I don't get it. We pay someone to just receive the ball, look around with his left foot, and pass it to the middle again. Like I just don't understand it, bro. I really don't.
I love it turn to Anthony Hayes session, bro. The detour to Anthony Hayes session.
But for him to like get into this team and just like, if you're talking about like he's getting the responsibility in his back, and this is not with him getting 7 penalties and scoring whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just going into this team. He's another number to 100 signings that they have, and he's the one. He goes there and he's showing. He's like, yo, I need to start. Give me the starting position. And now you think of that attacking, and you're thinking of him. And he's they're one of their most dangerous.
When
I think of Nottingham Forest, I think of Gibbs White.
Yeah. In the absence of Almani, who's been out with the injury, I do give some merit to that though. They're
has had a very good season though.
It's definitely a good shout.
Yeah.
I mean, if we go number for number, look at Palmer and him, it's not that much difference. But all of a sudden, one is cold because it's cold Palmer. You know what I'm saying?
He is cold though, and I'm also not going off of just GA. Like that's not what I'm basing on.
The performances.
Palmer's like talking about he's showing a lot of like football IQ on the pitch. You know?
Question.
Space for players.
Question though, how
makes the right decisions a lot of the time.
How far is Doku off in these arguments?
What do you mean, age-wise or what?
No, because Doku's 21. Doku's 21.
So what are you asking?
Like
he's been for so long though.
Yeah.
I
think he would definitely have been like a shoe-in. But he's been out for a while. We didn't know he was gonna be out for this song, so he's been out for a while. But he definitely. I think he's an honorable mention in there. And then my shot was probably for Garnacho.
That was my teenager pick.
I'll give it to Cole Palmer then, but I'll say yeah, definitely Elanga's in there. I'll say a minor one, but also one that somebody who just like stepped up and I've seen more and more of, Jack Hinchelwood. Again, another random, you know what I'm saying, random freaking name.
27 years old.
Yeah, no, that's
is he like 24?
I think he's like 24. I think he's 20. Yeah, 23, 24. That's crazy.
No, I think he's 99.
You can't be saying this with AFCON around the corner, my boy. You can't be doing that, bro. He's 24.
For real,
Remember,
yeah.
I saw some Arsenal fans like mind blown that they realized that Havertz was younger than Nketiah, I think, which is like really
Dog,
funny.
it's the eyes or something like that. But nah, shout out to Jack Hinshelwood though.
Nketiah's older than Holland.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, Jack Hinshelwood from Brighton though. Again, another kid just randomly spawned it. You know what I'm saying? Football Manager name that's been thrown into the Brighton system by Roberto De Zerbi, and he just again stood up to the challenge. He's been standout performer over this past however many weeks and months with all these major players out, and just now some are just now coming back. But credit to him. I think he's a name that's definitely up there. But I'll give it to Cole Palmer for a young player season so far.
Yeah, also Livramento.
My teenager.
Oh, Tino.
I had teenager.
Is he 21?
I had teenager Garnacho.
He's Livramento's 21.
Oh, okay. Dang, I thought he was 22.
Yeah.
I thought I missed it. Damn.
No, he's young.
Word.
He's young for real. And he just makes the cutoff. I was just confirming his age. But shout out to Jared Brentwaite also for Everton.
Oh,
he's 21 years old. He just turned 21 actually not too long ago.
Damn.
He's been quality. He's been so good in the Dyke Ball this season. And there's a lot of rumors going around. He's probably not going to be at Everton much longer. Big clubs are going to be circling around for him. If not this summer, then definitely in the next 2 years or so.
I miss some of the cutoff players be killing me because again Amadou Onana he's Amadou's 22. He's like just 22 or something like that, like 22 in August or some shit like that. He just missed it. But if he was 21, he would have been mad close to it for me.
Listen, a man that's 22 years old, he could have had 6 kids by now. You know what I'm saying? I don't consider these guys young for a reason. You know what I'm saying? 22 years old. Some of these guys could have literally 6 kids right now.
Funny, but the Premier League Young Player of the Year is like the cutoff is like.
I know
24.
it's 23.
Which is very insane.
Start the season with 23. I just don't.
Yeah. Some players again. We say this damn near every time we talk about it. They gotta change them rules, bro. They gotta change some rules.
Yeah, 21 needs to be the absolute max.
Facts.
Like it might even be better if you do what Gene did and like 20 years old is the max.
21 in an appearance cap or something like that. Like, because if you already again like 21, you already have like 150 appearances. Like, bro, you've been here. Like, we know you.
I mean, Cole Palmer still fits that criteria. He hasn't even hit 50 yet.
Yeah, he's good.
Yet, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, he's fine. But just you know what I mean. Like, if you're tenured, you're out.
Last season, it's crazy.
Don't make no sense. But yeah, we can push on here to our final category: player of the season so far. I personally think it can only be three people probably max.
Nope.
Right.
I have my one.
It could only
be your number one, Trey. Say your number one.
Mohamed Salah. He is my player of the season so far. There's no question. I'm sorry. I don't. How can you do? He is literally he's 14 goals. He leads the assist charts with 8 assists. Somebody who is again, in Premier League terms, as old as he is, he's still contributing and making such a lasting impact to Liverpool's charge right now. This is evergreen. This is one of the greatest players we've ever seen play in the Premier League. He's a standard setter, bro. He's a standard setter. Like for everything that Liverpool might not be able to do in certain games, he's the guy that's gonna kick the door down, man. He's still him. He's still him in this league, man. It's hard to debate the fact. You know what I'm saying? Even me and my deluded mind is like, maybe we can go machine for machine with this guy. Maybe. No, you can't, bro. Listen, you can't. We gotta wait till it's stronger, bro. I gotta tell Saka about go get some more jollof, bro. Charge up, man. Go in the hyperbolic time chamber. Just chill out for a little bit, and we'll regroup next season or something like that.
Thinking is what jinx the whole thing, right? So
Probably. I know. They be again. I get it too.
Some new jutsus and shit. You know?
Again, I aspire. I think Saka has the potential to do it, but again, right now we're sitting in Salah's era. We're sitting in this is his domain. We're in his domain expansion right now, bro.
Saka
it's hard.
Has the potential to ever get the numbers.
Not numbers, but the level of the influence on a game. I'm talking about the ability to impact the game. That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about.
He plays like ass half the time. I don't get it, bro. Like, I just don't understand. Like, listen, this is why someone said men lie, women lie, numbers fucking don't. It's a lie.
Numbers be lying too.
The season. Huh? No, not like this. Not when it's like this. Yeah.
Okay, not like that. Yeah, not like that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when it's to this extent, like, it doesn't matter. It's like sometimes, like, in a game he'll have 10 chances where he shoots outside, he freaking hits the post, he sneezes, his hairline goes all the way back to here, something like that. And then like in the 3 minutes, he scores 2 goals and assists 3 times. I'm like, I don't understand it, bro. I really don't. That's why when people would say like Saka, he's a game changer, like no, this is what a game changer is. This is what a game changer is. A guy that literally could do whatever, and it doesn't matter because he's still gonna try those 90 minutes. He's gonna give his all, and he's gonna be there. I mean, 22 GA in the last, I don't know, what, 20 games?
20 games.
Yeah. And it's like,
there's no one
unreal.
At this point in Salah's career, like he was building up his like the tools in his kit in the past few seasons, and he even got top scorer and top assister a few years ago. But now he's like just mastered the art of having so many different things to do to unlock a defense. He even saw it against Newcastle. All 4 goals. He's involved in all 4 goals, even though he only had 2 goals and an assist. But just his little like passes around the corner. Like the one he
the Trivella one. Oh my
gosh. That's the assist to Gakpo, but just the little around the corner that he puts to Jota, who cuts it back to Curtis Jones for a simple goal. He's mastered those passes. Like every time you see Salah cut in, he could either do what you'd think he would do, cut it on his left and try and shoot like Robin, which to be honest he's not as good at, but he can still.
It's still bangers though. It's still dangerous.
Or he can do those, like you said, the Trivella passes to Gakpo. He's always looking for those.
Dog.
And then his eyes are just open to every possible thing happening in the pitch. Like he's as close as you can get, almost like to a light Messi. You know, just
I've always said
at least in his approach,
he can hurt defenses now.
Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, and the Newcastle match, which I think was like fitting that was his final match before going off to AFCON, because it was like the perfect summary of just how dangerous Salah is at this stage in his career. He's gonna be 32 years old soon, in a few more months, and he's still on top of his game, still the best player in the Premier League, and has been the best player so far this season. He's just a joke.
Just like this is all we can do. This is all we can do.
I don't know, man. Like I said, like you could say whatever, he could do whatever. Sometimes I watch him like, yo, this maybe Saka is close to him, but then he just does stuff like this. It's like,
and again, it's output. That's where I hope. That's where I hope Saka can be in you know what I'm saying, in time.
Never.
Yeah, I'm not saying in numbers wise, but that ability to see the game, survey the game, and have an impact like that almost every time, just something.
Not with the aura, bro. Salah has the aura. You know he's gonna post a Christmas picture. He knows what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have it, bro. If you like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
now his aura is crazy for continuing to do that every season. I know he reads the comments. He must read.
He did it too this season, bro. The same thing again, bro.
Oh,
you know what I'm
damn.
saying? Like, you're either like that or you're not, bro. And Saka's fit to that one thing is just never gonna outgrow him, bro.
Adrian, what say you?
Don't say something, brother.
It's pretty. I mean, it's pretty hard to disagree that Salah is clearly the player of the season. So I mean, like I would have said Son as the runner-up.
There's still first place, yeah. But
no, first place is Salah. This is there's no. I don't think there's any arguing against it. You know.
Nah.
They're first in the league. He's just not even just the goals and assists. It's just his overall game. Everything he does, everything he contributes to Liverpool's attack. It's unmatched right now by anybody else in the league. So, it's pretty straightforward there.
100.
Shout out Ollie. Shout out
runner up though.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'll give Ollie before.
There's a lot of shout out.
Yeah, there's a lot of honorable mentions, bro.
I'll give it to Watkins before giving
Douglas Luiz.
Shout out to Dominic Solanke.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, Cook. Form of his life. 100.
Yeah, considering before this, I think his highest tally he'd ever gotten is maybe 6.
Yeah,
and that would have been last season.
100.
It's a crazy turnaround, and it just shows how sometimes strikers can just like something just clicks and they just become so prolific. I mean, a part of it is definitely down to how good of a manager he has right now in Areola, and just how fluid Bournemouth is and the chances he's getting. But this is everything we thought he was capable of back 6 years ago when he was the top scorer in England U20s, winning the World Cup, and then that's what made Liverpool sign him from Chelsea with a decent amount of fanfare. Like, we were excited for what he was capable of, and he just didn't come to fruition. But now it's all clicking into gear. One of those late blooming strikers, and I hope this isn't just like a flash in the pan, running good form. I really want him to continue and be a prolific Premier League striker for the next 5-6
It's
years.
crazy. 150
He can be.
games. Let's take out whatever this season was. 100 games. He had 10 he had 10 Premier League goals.
Yeah.
And now he's doubled.
He's past that.
His tally in one season.
Football's a funny sport, man. You know, when Harry Kane burst out, you know, how old was he? 23, 22?
Kane was like 21.
Nah, 21.
He was younger.
But he
21,
was
20.
still
Yeah.
he was still a player. Like, I remember that Spurs fans would mock him, say like, this guy's getting nowhere near our team ever. He was going on loan to Leicester and all these lower league.
He was playing those
teams.
Europa League dead rubber
Those
games.
dead
Wasn't there a game he was a keeper? I think it was at Leicester.
And I think he even got
Yeah.
chances at Spurs, like here and there, and he didn't impress. And one day it just completely clicked.
Yep.
And that was over. Like, you know,
Right, you know what's just so crazy? Harry Kane was sitting on the bench for Tottenham while Roberto Soldado was their striker.
Yep.
Nah,
And
respect.
I think around that time,
Like,
I
just
think
think
it's
that
when you get
that's
the occasional opportunity.
something that happened.
Yeah. In hindsight, that's insane to look at.
Right? It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's crazy, yeah. And then
Respect
like, it was
Soldado.
over when he hit that running point. It was over, you know. Like that was the next to this day. You know, that was back in 2014, 2015.
All right, I just want to say also, it's also like how you could think Mohamed Salah was sitting on Chelsea's bench while Willian was playing right wing.
Willian was playing right wing. Yeah.
These two facts, man, football's so funny.
It's a funny game, man.
I don't know if
Facts.
Salah and De Bruyne play at Chelsea at the same time.
I don't think so. I think Salah got signed the January De Bruyne was sold. Like De Bruyne left in the summer. Salah joined again.
Wow, so it was that close for the two of them to be sitting on the same.
Yeah,
bench.
but both in Mourinho. Mourinho's
shit.
season back.
Insane, man. But yeah, no, the Black Flash, bro, it could just click in the gear just like that. And you're just like, oh, I know how to move now, bro. And it just moves like that. But yeah,
Shout out my goat down.
let me double back.
It could turn the other way too, man.
Yeah.
You know, we'll never
Also
forget
true.
Alvaro Negredo, man.
Man,
City fans
I remember I
remember
was
that
out here
guy.
saying Negredo was
He was one
Giroud
of the
2.0.
best.
Anything Giroud could do, Negredo
half
could
the
do better.
season.
And look what
Half
happened.
the
And it got
season.
disappeared.
Obviously, from like August 2013 to January 2014, this guy was one of the best strikers I've ever seen play football.
It has to be a mental
Ever.
thing, bro. There's no
I-
way.
Yeah.
Like,
It could be a change in the
There's no
wind.
other-
I don't know.
Yeah,
Who
Negredo
can
was
control
so
it?
good that season, like that first half of that season.
Just at first,
because
and
there's
he
no
was
way
dead for the rest of it.
luck.
Never recovered.
There's no way it's just luck for like a whole season and then it just boom. You know what I'm saying? There's no way, bro.
All right, like
I don't know.
Michu.
See, facts.
Yep.
Nah,
Yeah, it's
insane.
so- football is so
First
weird.
ones,
Yeah, at that level, the margins
Strange.
between killing it and being like being totally ineffective. Look at Isco. Look at the
Facts.
remontada he's having right now.
Facts.
Like, I don't understand how it happens, really.
It's just a change in the blood or something like that. I don't
Some combination
know.
of mental, tactical,
Facts.
like it's.
They gotta have the Vegeta speech. Then something inside of each, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you had to go through a whole mental
And this is-
reformation.
and that's why it's like the Salah thing is crazy, bro. Where that guy came from, and like where he is now is just.
Right.
Facts.
crazy,
Downcast
bro.
at
That's
Chelsea, built himself up at Roma, and just told people I am one of the
No,
best in the
I'm
world,
talking
and just
about his
boomed up.
days in Egypt, bro. Like for him to get where he is now,
That's-
bro. Like his story is crazy.
That's
bro.
facts, though.
At
That's
Roma,
true.
You know, I think how many goals did Salah have in his last season at Roma? Like 17, 18, I think it was something.
Not even that many. I think maybe 15.
No, 15.
Mm.
You know, that's what I think Liverpool fans were expecting. Like, we're getting a player who could
Yep.
score. You know, out of 15 goals.
I would have been over the moon if he got 15 in his
How
first
many
season.
goals did he score in Liverpool first year?
32 in his first
32?
season. In the league, 32.
In the league, 32. All
Yeah.
competitions.
Unreal.
Like 44. All competitions.
Unreal.
8-hour round trip to go to practice when he was a kid
Yeah.
to take the bus. And
That's
there's
crazy.
There's motherfuckers like Sancho that this manager doesn't like me. Like that's crazy, bro. The mentality stuff is crazy. Certain
Hey.
guys.
Oh yeah, mentality makes such a big.
Mentality's
Like,
the difference.
If Salah didn't have his mentality, he wouldn't be the player he is. Like,
100.
he has a maniac, like psycho levels mentality. Just the way like
Yeah.
in interviews, the stuff he says. Like a couple of seasons ago, he talked about how I told myself before the season I was gonna be the top scorer and the top assister, which is like what kind of a thing do you tell yourself? That's like a strange objective. And then he said, so like I worked so hard to be able to do that, and then he did it. And then he was saying, I don't know, I forgot what interview this was, but he was saying how he wasn't a really good finisher. That was something he always wanted to work on. So he legitimately bought those, you know, the thing like the F2 uses. Like
Oh,
the,
yeah.
like
Little
the
side
barrier in
nets.
your goal, and you have
Yeah.
the holes in the corner.
Yeah.
So he said he had that in his garden and just kept practicing his finishing all the time. And then, you know what I'm saying, like that, those extra,
Just
like,
the little
those extra
steps to push
details.
yourself, bro. It's
And
different.
it's like it's evident, it makes such a big difference
On it.
in taking to that different level.
It's-
Like, yeah, if Sancho, imagine if Sancho had that mentality,
bro, you'd be different.
The way we'd be talking about him, how good he'd be.
That's the separation, bro. Again, that solid mentality, that same thing. Everybody says the same thing from years ago about like Thierry Henry and like Anelka. Anelka was more. They said, oh yeah, Anelka was more talented than Henry, but
Henry said that too.
Yeah, he said it too. He's like, yo, he was better than me, but I'm just I'm just a freak.
Interview coming out or something?
It's out now. I gotta go watch that after the pod. I'm watching that. No, Thierry. He's Diary of a CEO. Really good podcast.
Anelka interview, bro.
Nah,
that guy has stories.
No, honey. Nah, factuals, bro. But
for like how many different clubs over the course of this career?
Crazy.
Right? City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool,
Real Madrid.
How many players have played for all those 5 clubs?
Adebayor, maybe.
Nah, he never touched Liverpool, man. Never.
Nah, that's crazy. But that
he's close.
Possibly, actually, yeah.
But that's like a different collection of clubs.
Mm-hmm. The same type of trajectory about that type of thing, but yeah.
Again, the Salah thing, bro. Just the Christmas tree picture in itself, bro. Like that's mentality stuff right there, bro. Like
standing on business,
that is
business standard.
Yeah. I don't care what you think.
Yeah, real talk, man.
Fuck.
But yeah, with Salah at the top of the tree for player of the season so far. Outside of that, any other I guess after that, nominees.
Son,
I double down Douglas Luiz, or you can slash John McGinn at that point. But I'd say a little bit more Douglas Luiz. But
if it wasn't for an unfortunate,
I mean, low key, but you know what I'm saying.
James Madison.
Yeah.
Madison was playing honestly as player of the season in that.
He was in that. He was in the running. 100.
Before the last month or so, he could have said Declan Rice, but it's just so toxic.
I can't. Again, it hurts me. I can't really say any Arsenal players because of the recent drop off, but it's so tough because him and Saliba have played so well overall this season. It's been ridiculous. I put them just behind the rest of the players that we mentioned. Yeah, Gabriel as well. I agree.
Season, I predicted
that triangle.
Premier League player of the season, and he's somewhere in that contention. Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah, I agree. Like I was gonna put VVD as well.
A huge comeback from last season, and honestly, it's ever since he got moved into this more inverted role back in like April, March. Ever since then, he's been unreal.
7 years. We begged Klopp for this. Thank you, Klopp, for listening.
Nah, yo, guys, generational dude, bro. I said VVD. I say VVD as well. I ain't gonna lie. I said this guy said Grealish. Yeah. Nah, this guy's smiling for it, brother.
Mute his microphone.
Hey, we want to be here for another hour.
Yeah, get the rain out. Get the rain out, man. What is he doing?
Rain. I think I need 2. I need 2 for the rain.
Yeah, get the rain out. Get the rain out, man. But yeah, outside of that, I said VVD's the only other one I mentioned. Again, just like pick. He's getting close to back where he was and stuff. It's just imperial type of dude, man. You can't teach that type of shit. But yeah, that's pretty much our mid-season picks so far. Anything else that we missed? Any other?
I would give it to Alisson before VVD, but we could talk about that later.
Yeah, but Alisson, that's just I don't even know what more superlatives. What more can you give him? What more can you give him? He's just a goat at this point, man. Just let's let him have it. Damn.
Why is he so good looking too?
There is something to
I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
I hope he gets another Premier League winners medal. He deserves at least one more. It would be an absolute travesty if he ends his Premier League career with only one medal, and it's in a COVID with no fans. Nah, man.
How old is he?
He's a real one.
31.
He
could be 75, bro.
That 75 is crazy, but all right, yeah, that's pretty much all we got on this. Shoot, we could wrap this joint up, man. That was solid. Hey, closing notes, man. Let's throw it to Adrian first. Give us your closing statement before we get up out of here.
It was a really cool episode to discuss all of these mid-season awards here, and I can't believe how quickly time has passed. Because I remember our first episode back in August, we were making our predictions. Now we're looking back on them. It's pretty crazy how quickly time flies. But it's really nice to get back on the pod, and I'm excited to get back onto analyzing the Premier League fixtures after. There's games this weekend, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, Newcastle, City, right? Coming up.
The 12th, Newcastle, Man City.
Newcastle just got that derby win against Sunderland. So hopefully that means they got form. Yeah, hopefully that means they got right back on form at the right time.
Yeah, Villa,
Doku, KDB back though.
Villa going to Goodison. That might be a tough one, low key.
Oh, that is a
Wait,
tough
thankfully
one for sure.
you guys haven't noticed.
Yeah, don't think I saw it. Don't think I saw Old Trafford, man. Vegas United Spurs. That's gonna be it. Yeah,
Wait, that's this weekend?
Yes, Sunday.
Oh yes.
It's
This is
entertainment,
always
bro.
something.
Entertainment, bro. Oh
We're
shoot.
really gonna end up in
Oh
11th
my
place or
gosh.
something,
Do
bro.
we want it?
We're
Oh,
gonna end up in
hey.
11th place, bro.
Okay, can we
This is Old
quick?
Trafford.
Can we quick fire a bold predictions? Can we quick fire, please? Can we just quick fire one?
All right, my bold
Just
prediction.
give me a quick fire.
Newcastle will end their
We're out
route
here
in their
closing
rut.
statements.
They'll beat Man City.
Whoa,
Ooh.
that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I haven't even thought about it.
That's crazy right there.
Let's just say
You know
Fulham.
what?
Fulham are gonna beat Chelsea.
Is that
Oh,
bold? Is that bold at all?
That is bold. Chelsea's
Wow.
on form, right? Chase is posting.
Okay,
Chelsea are
okay.
fit on
scores
form,
every day,
yeah.
right?
The
Yeah,
most informed team in London. All right.
yeah.
Mm.
So
dang. All right.
I'll give it to Adrian.
I got a Rashford brace incoming. I was about to say Rashford brace at
Hey,
Old
that shit's
Trafford.
never happened.
No, that's just inshallah. Like, that's like, that's just I just said
Trey
words.
loves his jinx powers. He's like,
Yeah,
Bro,
this
nah.
guy, bro.
Rashford's gonna miss these sitters now.
Nah,
He's
this-
gonna have an awful performance.
Nah, but the hug and kiss on the cheek Gene will give you if that comes true, bro. Listen, that man will love you forever.
I'm not, because you want to know what I'm gonna predict? I'm gonna predict United to beat Spurs by 2 or more goals. Okay, that's what I'm gonna predict. That is definitely bold. The way that these
Trafford
two
aura.
teams are going. And
Yeah.
guess what?
OT,
Hoyland is
OT.
gonna score another goal. Hoyland's gonna score another goal, and Mr.
Waiting
Rashford is gonna be on
for a
that sheet too. A
miracle
goal
to
or assist.
come.
I'll give you to Rashford, please, baby. But yep.
All right, Ferris. That's our bold ones, man. That's
Oh,
the.
wait. Please,
Oh,
and if Mr. Ainge posted whatever mate Austrian god whatever
Austrian.
if he does, hey, I don't care. Listen, if he doesn't play that high line against Rashford and Garnacho and all them boys, I
He
am
will.
gonna.
You will.
I want this is what I want the lineup to. I want
Hey,
Emerson Royale.
It is what
I
it is.
want
mate.
I want Davies. I want whoever's left back, whoever's right back. I want those 2 center backs, please. I
Is
want.
Romero still injured? Do we know?
yeah, he's out. I think he's still out.
Well, if he plays, he'll
Yeah,
get a red
but you'll
card
get
in
that.
game.
You'll get those 4 fullbacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Johnny
It
Evans
is
might have
what
a
it is,
field
mate.
day. Johnny Evans might have a field day. He's just gonna
Oh
start.
my days.
He's gonna start.
Oh, and tell me about. Sorry, I know you're gonna. Johnny Evans, another left-footed cross, like from the left side of the field today. I'm like, there's no way he's not left-footed. So, like, you it
Bro,
could say
he's
right
just-
foot.
He's just like John Terry, bro. Like he's just really good at playing those diagonals on either foot.
Mm.
But he is still right
Bro,
footed.
but
Just watch when he dribbles.
he receives. I know, but sometimes he receives the ball like and he puts it to his left and he's like pointing it with his left. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing,
You know,
bro?
Yeah,
he
that's weird.
just
Yeah.
has 5-star weak foot, man. That's it.
Literally.
All right, fairs. That's our quick fire bold predictions, man. We'll see if some of those come true. Adrian, did you finish your closing statement, or did I stop you?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
You said that we should do bold predictions, so it's like
Yeah. So we didn't have
Anyway,
any closing
so
statement.
Okay, yeah,
you watch
Adrian,
the
please.
lights for- No, I already finished. I'm good.
Oh, okay. All right.
Whoa.
Gene, quickly go to your closing statement. Let's go.
I can't believe it. This
Hurry
is,
up.
This is a family-friendly
Hurry up.
podcast, by the way.
Nah, they're
It
disgusting.
was beautiful.
Don't
Who's
mind me.
there?
To talk shop. It was beautiful to talk shop with you guys again. Chase, whenever Chelsea lose to Fulham, I really expect you to be here. And if Chelsea
You won't.
beat Fulham, I expect you to stay very quiet when you come back.
Oh my! If they lose, bro, bus stop and Fulham settings are about to be on full blast. Oh my gosh, it's about to be crazy. Damn, Phil, give us your closing statements for this episode, man.
Mine is just Happy New Year, everyone. Stay safe, stay kind, and let's hope the football treats us well. Should be a big year for football. Man, so much on the way.
100. My closing statements, man. Big up AFCON, big up the Asia Cup, man. I want to see some absolute entertainment from these games. From you know what I'm
Know
saying?
where the Asian Cup is being hosted.
Huh?
I'll be giving
Yep.
shout outs.
Hey, don't
Look
worry.
forward, more.
I'm
Name Asians outside of football right now. 3.
the Asians outside of football. That's crazy.
Hey, too long.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Nah.
It's over. Oh,
Nah,
man.
I was gonna say
Straight allegations.
the third one was gonna trip me up. I was gonna say Aquafina Jackie Chan. I didn't know the third.
You could just name 3 mangaka.
I know. Yeah, he fumbled. He fumbled so bad.
Damn. Nah, y'all got me on that one, bro. I'm about to say we trying to keep it PG on the show, man. It's crazy. But my closing statements again. 2024.
What is he talking about, bro?
He's correlating like that.
Whoa. What? Correlating what? Yo, nah. What? Stop making statements, brother. Anyways, let's keep it family friendly, man. Damn, what's wrong with y'all? Anyways, shout out to 2024. Happy New Year. Hope you guys.
Family friendly. The only person listening right now is David. Watching at this point in this podcast.
Nah. Don't discredit us like that. Don't discredit us, man. For all the people listening out there and watching us on YouTube, make sure you go to Yanks Talk Ball on all audio podcast platforms. Rate us 5 stars. Again, we're available every single audio podcast platform, all the social platforms, everything. Yanks Talk Ball will be right there. Thank you guys so much for listening in. It's going to be a great year. Got a lot of fun to be had, and let's hope the football gods bless us with some beautiful content. We are here. We love it. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. But
couldn't even say Jackie Chan.
I said that's what I said. That was a 2 by 3. I was missing the third. I said Jackie Chan, Aquafina. Anyways,
Yo, just give it up, bro.
We'll solve this later, bro. We'll solve it later.
Unrelated.
Listen, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. That's all we got for Yanks Talk Ball. But we'll talk to all y'all soon, man. Peace out. We go.